Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your August 2017 Astro Tarot forecast. My name is Charlotte from Astrology.com, and this is Eclipse season. The launching pad of the next 6 months will take place in August. We have 2 eclipses, one lunar eclipse in Aquarius at 15 degrees. It'll take place August the 7th or 8th, and a solar eclipse, which really is a powerful eclipse, and we'll talk more about that in a minute, is really going to push the energy forward over the next 6 months for you. And it is going to trine your sign. It's going to be an uplift of energy for you, something new. And this is taking place at 29 degrees of Leo. So for you, this is something like the last leg of something, the last part of something, something that you have waited. This is the final step before the harvest for many of you. Now, you had a new beginning in this area from the end of July, around July the 23rd, with a new moon in Leo. And Leo is the sector of sky for you that rules all travel, legalities, academia, anything that is media related, anything that has to do with publishing or publishing contracts, people located at a distance, even banking and financial institutions. And this new moon in Leo around July the 23rd kicked off this energy that is going to culminate around the 7th or 8th of August, when that lunar eclipse takes place in Aquarius. And that lunar eclipse is bringing a finality to a lot of communication, or it is a marking point. So you're not going to necessarily feel that eclipse right on that date. It's not going to wait until August the 7th or 8th. What it's going to do, it means that it is a marker saying the last 2 weeks have been filled with communication, with all those things that I just mentioned concerning your 9th house of publishing, academia, legalities, travel, vehicles, people located at a distance, banking. All of that stuff is culminating by August 7th or 8th. So this was a big pocket of energy for you. Some of you may have felt let down about certain contracts or certain communications. Maybe you couldn't really get something started. Lunar eclipses aren't always pleasant. Aquarius is a sign that does work, well with yours. Leo works even better. So maybe out of the signs, maybe you, Aries, and Leo were able to benefit the most out of this energy. And I do feel like that is something that is going to become a theme in your life over the next 6 months. And you are going to be able to use that energy to propel yourself into the future. And some of you, it's like you're moving into a new life. This is a new phase of your life, and it's going to be added on even more from February 2018 even forward. If you want to know more about that, contact me for a personal reading. But this month, in the month of August, this is a lot of exciting energy. So first off, that lunar eclipse brings that ending finality. This period marks the period of 2 weeks where you've spent a great deal communicating and all those things we just talked about. But I want to tell you about this new start with that solar eclipse at 29 degrees of Leo. Now, this eclipse is trine Uranus, meaning that there is sudden information that comes forward for you. And this pertains to your children, to your creative projects, even to your romance sector, even Sagittarius. So it's a very exciting energy that kind of gets you shaking and moving and gets you really ready to launch into the future. This eclipse is also loosely trine Saturn in Sagittarius. So I feel like it's going to be a firm foundation that you can really build on. It may take some time, it may take some hard work, but it's going to be something that you can really bounce off of in the future. Now, the cool thing about this eclipse is I'm all about the math with astrology, and this eclipse takes place at 29 degrees of Leo. Now, just as this eclipse takes place at 29 degrees of Leo, we have Mars prepared to hit the eclipse degree. Mars is going to be at 20 degrees. Now, on September the 4th, Mars is going to contact that eclipse degree. So that eclipse creates a photograph in the sky for the next 6 months, and it says something new and exciting is happening concerning romance, children, and creative projects that's going to really affect your travel, legalities, publishing, academic, internet, people at a distance, financial, banking sector. And when this Mars hits that eclipse degree on September the 4th, it is really going to be the catalyst that pushes this energy forward. So if you don't feel anything around August the 21st, I think you're going to start feeling that change in the wind. But if you do not feel anything around August the 21st, expect it around September the 4th. Now, the kind of hedge here, or the obstacle here, is the fact that Mercury is going to be retrograde from August the 12th to September 11th. I know no one looks forward to a Mercury retrograde. Nevertheless, Mercury retrogrades are good for catching up on information. They're also good for creating a lot of havoc. And this Mercury retrograde is going to take place in your career sector. Now, here's the kicker. As it stirs up all this stuff, you're going to have all this confusion, probably even from the 1st of August forward, probably around that lunar eclipse. You're going to start to feel confusion, maybe concerning your career, contracts. Maybe, there's something going on there that puts you in is feeling very unstable for a moment. And I see that here in August. There is a lot of unstable energy because of the eclipses, which is true every time we have a pair of eclipses occurring so close together. But the Mercury retrograde is going to cross the eclipse degree of August the 21st, that solar eclipse in Leo, in your publishing, academic, legality, travel sector. It is going to hit it, and it's going to ping on and off of it from September the 1st through the 7th. First, it's going to retrograde from Virgo back into Leo, and then it's going to dawdle there for a minute, crossing that 29-degree eclipse degree before it moves forward. Now, I know a lot of this seems confusing, so let me sum all this math up for you. This means that you have a new beginning. There are things that you need to straighten out with contracts involving your career and communication, or communication and your career. You're trying to make up your mind about something. At the same time, you have this new beginning involving travel, academic pursuits, media, publishing, the internet, all of these issues, but it doesn't really get started until September 4th, and from September 1st through the 7th, you're really going to be redefining those contracts or wrapping up issues involving your career. There's going to be sudden, little issues and things pop up as well, because Mercury will be retrograde. So everyone is going to be, not just you, everyone will be dealing with Mercury retrograde. I know that this is a lot, but I feel like it's going to work out in your favor, Sagittarius, because you are going to work well with these energies. Now, that Virgo energy probably won't work well with you, so I think you're going to be upset about some career matters or career choices. This can even affect your home location if you are planning a home move. So lots of decisions to make there, Sagittarius, with the stars. And I do want to remind you that the stars, we can count on that information. So that information that I have just given to you is very sound. Now I'm going to try to pick up a message from Spirit. I want to remind you that the cards are a reflection of consciousness. The reading that I'm doing today is picking up the consciousness for all Sagittarians. So keep that in mind. This is a general reading. It is a broad reading. I'm probably going to pick up a lot of different scenarios this month because this is for everyone, for all Sagittarians. I'll probably even pick up people cross-watching here. And I've filmed about 5 videos already. As I'm filming this, Mars is running conflict at the moment with Uranus. So it's definitely a very high energy, choppy feeling. I'm an Aquarius. I'm ruled by Uranus. So definitely I'm picking up on that nervous energy. But it's kind of exciting. It's that energy that really I enjoy, that really gets you going and gets you excited about the future. So keep all of that stuff in mind as I move forward to see what messages of collective consciousness we have for us here today. First, I will discern the underlying emotional energies for the month of August. As I am defining these energies, please keep in mind this reading could develop over 6 months. I tend to be a long-term planner, and it seems like that comes out in my readings, that I'm able to project about a 6-month time period, whereas some readings may just be very focused on a week or a day or a month. Just remember that this is something that could take place in steps, and it could take about 6 months of adaptation. First of all, wow, Sagittarius, in the center here, in the central issue of this reading, we have that new moon, that solar eclipse energy coming forward as a promise. And I notice there's a couple here, and their couple is located next to water. This is there's something very profound here about this situation. I feel like the sun has sort of set on one relationship. There's been a state of reflection where maybe you have thought about certain events that are unfolding. Maybe there has been an emergence of information that you didn't really have before, and now you're thinking about this new opportunity. Could even be with a relationship, but you're really trying to get a handle on the future. But I feel like there are unknown events that are still due to take place even as we end August. Nevertheless, you have a lot of new unfolding energy, very vital energy. And some of this may even take place over 9 months. Nevertheless, I feel like there's like a need, maybe around that August the 21st eclipse in Leo, to really reflect on the past and to really sort of catch your breath for a moment. Maybe you're just relaxing with your significant other, or there is a new relationship that is coming forward. Maybe one that has been hidden for some time even. For some of you, this is just being unsure about where the future is going to take you and a partner even. But I feel so much energy here, and I feel like you have help. You have the help of energies around you that are surrounding you and protecting you and are guiding you because you have a purpose that you need to fulfill. There's a focus that you need to zoom in on. And even when things seem uncertain, understand that there are certain things that happen for a reason. And I feel like the message of like what goes around sort of comes around, like something is returning to you in this cycle. Maybe there are relationships that are returning to you. Maybe this is something where you've come full circle regarding certain projects, regarding things or issues that you need to travel or have litigated, or there are academic pursuits even for some of you where you're going to really have to, during all this energy, you're going to have to zoom in and focus even when you don't feel like it. I feel like some of you may feel tired. The first part of the month is so packed with energy that during that last week of August, I feel like some of you are feeling so drained, maybe because of this Mercury retrograde. And it's like you're ready to go. You're wanting things to get, fixed up. It's like you're ready to launch, but then something still needs to be worked out, and that seems to be draining you. So expect from August the 21st, through that first week in September, you may be feeling disappointed a little bit, but I don't think you will if you're here today listening to this reading. Know when you get to that point, maybe you'll come back and watch this reading then. Know that there is something here that's working behind the scenes. There is a spiritual energy for those of you that are spiritually inclined, those of you who like to take a break and maybe tune into nature. There's something here they're saying to you that they are pulling you into, or maybe even back to revisit. There is something here that is unfolding. And it could be with the past here that you really need to hone in on, that you need to understand better. And I realize I'm going on and on here in this section of your reading, whereas the others have been kind of quick. But this is just a beautiful energy. I'm kind of happy to see it. It kind of makes me wish I was a Sagittarius because it looks so cheerful. So I'm going to go on in with a layer of tarot for you guys so you can really see the actions, the mundane events even that are going to go on the surface. This is what's underlying in your consciousness. This is what you're feeling when you are alone, when you are reflecting. And these are the things that you are seeking in the energy that is feeling your consciousness. But the cards are going to show what you may be facing, maybe that other people can see, or that, again, is on a mundane level. So keep that spiritual focus in mind, because no matter what events take place, that is a beautiful energy. And I feel like you have the mindset to really handle these issues because you are willing to accept the messages from Spirit. So I feel like in the past, some of you have experienced heartbreak. For some of you, this has been with a female air sign, probably the sign of Aquarius. Could be Gemini or Libra, but we have two cards here. that are depicting Aquarius. So I feel like you're ready to start out on this new career. I just feel like there are issues involving money that maybe you were not expecting that are going to take place. Because the Ace of Pentacles upright is a great new opportunity with money being offered to you. With it reversed, it doesn't mean that it's not there. It means that you thought it was there and it's not going to be there. So maybe if you are transitioning, if you were in a state of transition, something's going to happen with the finances during that Mercury retrograde. Maybe that has to do with your career field, especially if you work for a large agency, interagency, corporation, some sort of industry that is multifaceted. That could definitely be an issue for you where you aren't getting paid the money that you were owed or that you deserve. And I think that will be straightened out. It's just there seem to be complications probably brought on by that Mercury retrograde. Definitely there is this sense of feeling maybe disappointed around that August 7th, 8th lunar eclipse in Aquarius. I feel like you're ready to move forward. You're ready to start out on a new adventure. You've got all of this energy behind you and you're wanting to wield your own craft. But there's something new that's emerging during that first week. And it's almost like there's a promise of something involving this person who is an Aquarius. Or this is the path of your hopes and dreams. You're needing to get back to you. You're needing to get back to home, to you, to the path that you once saw, to the path that you spoke about so many times before. Because oftentimes this card shows, I have a Native American card deck, and it shows the actual path. There's a waterfall here, and there's a star above the waterfall, and it shows you, and there was a guide behind the person, and it shows you how you need to really, not look at your surroundings, but focus on the star. Focus on that guidance. Focus on the stars even, I think, is a message here for you. Or to focus on this Aquarius person here. This is a message for you to get back in touch with yourself. And laid on top of the dragonfly, this is something very spiritual that's happening to you. Or I feel like it's going to take place over 9 months, or it could take place at a distance. Maybe with this person where you get back to feeling like you are on the right spiritual path. And we often have careers and jobs that come forward that may pay a lot. Or, we may feel privileged to be in that position of society or whatnot. But Spirit is pulling you here. And they're saying, you've gotten off the path. And I think that was the message last month for Sagittarius. So keep that in mind, Sagittarius. You've got a lot of, great energy here. But I can almost feel, like the first part of the month, you feeling like a little drained. I can feel it at the end of the month also. Your focus here, though, is either on children or a past relationship. I feel like you think that this relationship could have the answer for you, or that this is your own inner child. You're focusing on your own inner child, and you really miss that feeling of excitement, of happiness, of, just being with people who get you, and you don't have to pretend with that maybe they're on the same spiritual path, that sort of thing. So by that lunar eclipse, I think you're really reflecting on all of this stuff. You're remembering something, Sagittarius. And you also are very confused about your career path. Maybe your pay is messed up. You're in a period of transition even, where you're about to go on a new journey. You're about to walk away from a certain situation. For some of you, you've been reflecting back on a person who you felt had very sharp words, or who does have very sharp words for you in their life. This person seems to be busy with their own projects, with their own job, and maybe they are ignoring you in some way. Maybe you feel like you're not able to communicate with this person even. That could be it. And you're feeling like, kind of very sad, or you're feeling like things have been covered up and you just can't get to this person. Nevertheless, I feel like you're focusing on this person by the end of the month. So there may be a lot of ups and downs where you're wanting to reconnect with someone. You just don't know how to go about it. And I think that, you know, that will come later. I think right now you're going to have to really zoom in. I mean, they're saying zoom in on this relationship. I'm thinking about the stars here because this is a reflection of your consciousness. So I feel like, you know, all of these career matters, even location, is really something that maybe you want to discuss that with this person. Maybe you're wanting to move closer to this person, or you're wishing this person could be a part of that part of your life even. That could definitely be a situation. But for most of you, I feel like this is overcoming heartbreak and wanting to feel very connected with who you are inside and the creative force that you are, Sagittarius. Because I think all of you guys are really just a lot of fun. And you'd always have, you know, this great perspective, this big leap of faith. And I don't like to see you guys sad. So I feel like if Sagittarius is sad, it's like the worst thing in the world. So if you're feeling melancholy, Sagittarius, maybe just reach out to that person. Let's try to put another layer on. Maybe try to get back on that spiritual path that you're wanting so bad. Well, let's see what this Three of Swords reverse is, because this is definitely something that's unfolding where you're ready to reverse a heartbreak. And then there needed to be a better balance of give and take in a relationship. Again, some of you are worried about finances here. There's sort of like a dual energy here, where there is something that has been misconstrued in a relationship that needs to be cleared up, or there was some sort of loss of communication in a relationship that needs to be cleared up. There's been a loss of your dream of inner child or your path that needs to be cleared up. But also on the mundane level, there are finances that need to be cleared up. I think you've got to move aggressively. You've got to move aggressively towards a relationship and with these mix-ups with your finances. If you're partnered with someone in a career, you've got to clear up these matters concerning career very quickly. And that is what the suggestion is here. For some of you, I feel like you've tried everything in regard to your home and family foundation and perhaps even a female partner. This seems to be something that is never ending. This sword, it seems to come out all the time. And then we have the winter solstice here. I feel like this is something you're going to be reflecting about over the winter. But you don't want to lose what you have worked hard for in your home and family foundation. I feel like for some of you, there's another person that could come into you. Maybe it's this person. There's some other option that's available for your home and family foundation, or someone who would just work well with you as a partner, and you're not ready to open the door for this person. This is very strange. I feel like these people could be connected, because this is something that's emerging over 9 months, and this is something that's emerging over the winter. And of course, here in the States, that would be, you know, really fall, winter, I would say, is from September to December. I realize part of that is fall, but even into, you know, February. So keep that in mind. Maybe this is something that you really have to work out within yourself. I think right now you need to pull up this balance of give and take, and you're so stressed out. You know, you're stressed out about your home and family foundation. For some of you, you're not wanting to, you have extremes in how, or maybe there are fights about how to spend money in your relationship. And you're feeling like either someone, I feel like maybe it's this female figure here, or someone's feeling like they're having to do all the work, and they just can't come to agreements about money. There's someone who's being very stubborn here also. The High Priestess is here. And for those of you who have either ordered with me before, or those of you who have listened to my readings, you know that I see the High Priestess as a signal of profound energy, that the cards that follow is a certain message profoundly for you, or a message or energy that needs to be highlighted in your life. So let's see what she has to say. And the High Priestess says, that how you feel when you are alone with Spirit is very different than how you are projecting yourself in a relationship. and how that you are going after the abundance that you need in your life, the emotional abundance and the abundance of even wealth. There's something here, you're not portraying yourself in the right light. There is something here that is really, maybe you're even obsessive about when you're alone. You're thinking, you're still feeling very connected to another issue here. There's another person or another issue that is just swirling around you in some way. This is, I feel like this is about a new beginning in a love relationship. There's something here that you're feeling an innate need to really start over. To begin something again with home and family or related to this other person. I feel like for a lot of you, this is someone from the past or maybe even family from the past that you're wanting to connect to. Yeah, I feel like some of you are wanting to really reconnect with a past relationship, but there's a waiting period here. And the period is here because there seem to be conflicts, even mental conflicts, or you're worried about a truth coming out about a certain matter related to groups of people, social media, something like that. There's something here that maybe even you're worried about going, for some of you, if you're a female Sagittarius, you may be worried about returning back to a situation where you feel like there are going to be people that have access to your partner or to your love life or even to your child. Let's see this moon card here because I feel like this depicts the lunar eclipse in Aquarius. And this moon card here is about profound emotions. And I feel like this is going to speak to the male Sagittarians out there. And we have the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is sometimes depicted as the marrying man, the married man, the man who knows how to get what he wants. He's a very fiery, attractive person. And here we have him juggling. They're juggling or trying to make a choice. They're trying to juggle finances. They're trying to make choices about relationships even about hidden relationships. Some of them have third-party relationships. Nevertheless, I feel like there is going to be some sort of reunion or celebration that is going to occur. The Tower is on top of that. So be warned, Sagittarius, maybe this is the reason why you're feeling like you can't reach out to this past relationship, or there's something from the past here that needs to be reorganized or rethought because of conflicts in groups. Let's see what this Tower is about. We certainly don't want to leave that unclarified. The King of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Harvest. So it's like a group of people are trying to make a decision about a certain project and you're wanting the reward off of that. I feel like that is going to be the catalyst that comes around, like something that you've invested a lot of time in. There may be a legal document here that's involved in this situation, or this person here is very cold. The King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, they're very cold about how they deliver a message. Certainly this could be you taking on this persona and really trying to analyze and view something from a distance that is involved with a group and you wanting to collect the harvest off of this situation. So keep that in mind. That Tower is there. I'm going to ask outright the Tower. And sometimes the Tower is a sudden event. Sometimes it knocks the breath out of you. Because this is happening on that lunar eclipse, I feel like this is a situation that I depicted with the stars where you're feeling like you're needing to juggle your debt-income ratio and you get news regarding monies that maybe that you felt were owed to you, or you thought that you were going to get a certain position or contract, or there's something to do with papers and some papers haven't been done correctly. I know that just sounded like a kindergarten approach to this, but what I'm just saying is that there are papers here. I'm going by what the cards say here. So there are documents here that involve harvest monies that are owed to you, maybe perhaps at the end of your career or as you're in a transition process. And this involves groups of people who are analyzing this, and the math is just wrong. But nevertheless, I feel like you're going to have to juggle your finances in the meantime until this is worked out. But I feel like this is going to be a sudden situation. It's going to maybe knock the breath out of you for a minute, Sagittarius. Definitely got to network. This is, you know, long distance networking. I feel like there's a leader or maybe a boss, a supervisor that you can go to, the head of a company, to straighten all of this out. Some of this definitely, maybe if you have a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, this is going to be something that they can help with. There are illusions surrounding this person also, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This could have to do with your spouse or their boss. This could be your boss who's a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, and this is someone that you need to turn to. But nevertheless, there are illusions and lies here. We also have a male Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces attached to this situation. I feel like this is kind of like twofold. I feel like some of you are involved in partnerships where there are things that are not on the up and up. There are people who are not behaving. I don't think this is any new news, Sagittarius. I think I've been seeing this in readings for you. There's something that needs to be straightened out. Someone doesn't always tell the truth in a situation, and someone is manipulative here. Someone is stirring the pot. Also, this person could definitely be having difficulties maintaining their debt-income ratio. Could be male or female here, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And this person, it's like, I feel like they aren't being truthful about certain documents that involve monies, bonuses, or outcomes. And they're juggling a situation, some of them in third-party situations, or this is you. And this is something that may come forward from a networking process, or this is money's. I feel like you've been disappointed in the past with this person. This is not a surprise. But definitely you need to turn to someone if this is about money. You need to go to a supervisor or something like that regarding this situation. Let's check out this Aquarius person up here. This or this person that you need to get you on the right path, or this is you refocusing on your dreams. So there is a truth that comes forward, a message. You're sending a message, or this person is sending a message to you that really gets the wheel turning. And it's like there's been a lot invested either in this career field, this career path, or this relationship. And that is the catalyst here. I feel like this person thinks they have been left out in the cold in the past. This person could be a spiritual worker. This person could also be looking for the right ingredients, or you're looking for the right ingredients for your career path goal, something that keeps you on your spiritual path even. This could definitely refer to a person, Sagittarius. But I feel like for many of you, this is about reaching a point. Maybe this person has Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. They've got some earth in their chart too, with the air. Or this is about you finding your own pathway to make the most out of your money, to be financially secure. For some of you, this could refer to your spouse on that pathway. But this is still a profound message for you to get back on your path, for you to be with someone who allows you to be on that spiritual path, who's willing to partner with you, to make a decision, to be a foundation for your hopes, wishes, and dreams even. You need this new beginning. You need this fire to encompass your partnerships so that you can move forward on this path with career even. So definitely you want to watch out for that. Also watch out for that lunar eclipse in Aquarius, Sagittarius. And I hope I haven't called you Pisces. For some reason I have Pisces on my mind. So if you have Pisces in your chart, definitely could involve you. Sometimes just keep in mind that there could be endings and losses of people. Sometimes people choose to leave this dimension whenever there is a lunar eclipse. That is a marking point for their ending here. So keep that in mind. There could be a death in the family. I know this card doesn't always mean that for me. Sometimes I have seen this appear. So just keep that in mind, you know, that this could be a situation that comes forward. If so, this person might be a grandmother. So might be an older woman, and which is true that sometimes females are eclipsed out of our lives when a lunar eclipse takes place. And again, that lunar eclipse takes place August 7th or 8th. So I feel like you've had a very straightforward reading, Sagittarius. Some of you are thinking back to older relationships. Some of you are trying to reconnect with your inner child. All of you are worrying about matters related to travel, academics, or you're getting ready to go out on these new pursuits of travel, academics, legalities, banking, people at a distance, publishing, contracts, that sort of thing. You're doing a lot of communicating that you're having issues related to either your career, or maybe your spouse's career even, and that's going to be the mix-up that's probably not going to get straightened out until the first or second week of September. Definitely you may hear of this news from the first week of September, and then also you're going to really need to rethink your travel plans or your publishing plans, academic plans, or legal pursuits around that first week of September also. So I feel like during the first week of September, I know I'm going to come back with a September reading. Just plan ahead. I like to plan ahead, Sagittarius. I can't help it. I have a Capricorn ascendant, and I do think that comes out in my readings. Just make way for the drama. Let things unfold. You may have to wait on reconnecting with a past relationship or your inner child. Nevertheless, don't put that situation away. I feel like some of you are going to definitely be moving home, but you're feeling moving, houses. But I feel like you're really feeling emotionally unfulfilled. Some of you are moving with partners and you still got issues with your partner. Definitely a situation here. I think you are going to go back and offer love to this past relationship, even though there seem to be obstacles in this relationship. I feel like secretly you do want this relationship, or if this is you reflecting on your childhood or your inner child, this is your focus. And I know you guys some of you like purple, so that is your focus to really, get back on that spiritual path. Connect with spirit on a daily basis. Watch the signs, Sagittarius. Watch the signs. So I didn't really use the other clarifiers for you guys. I don't feel like you need them. I'm going to pull some cards for advice, though. So the advice here is take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. You got to reconnect, Sagittarius. And stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in life. So if you do feel like you don't have enough, I think you really do. I think that you guys are going to make it through. Take some time to rest and recuperate rather than continuing your striving. So rather than get caught up in that Mercury retrograde energy, don't take chances of signing contracts during a Mercury retrograde. You at least want to wait until after September 11th. I'd probably wait till the end of September. But I have said these things within my own family. Please just wait until this energy passes, because the more you try to stir it up, the more conflicted it gets. So you can still take your stance, still keep your stance, especially if you have mix-ups with finance. Just don't, get so overly dramatic when things don't turn out, when there continue to be mishaps with the communication involving finances or career matters for you. Just know that it's going to work out. September will be the month where it works out for you. And I'll leave you with one more message. Remember who you are. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. And I have felt this message last month. Spirit is pulling you, Sagittarius, for those of you spiritually inclined who already know, who have already felt the power of spirit directing your life and turning your attention to your higher power, feeling your guides around you, feeling the people who are leading you, because they're wanting you to lead other people, Sagittarius. You have to get back on the path. You have to find yourself again. You have to find the way again. Look for the star, Sagittarius. So I wish you the best in the month of August. If you want a personal reading, I still have the $25 for 45-minute Astro Tarot reading. You can ask me any question. I lay out a spread similar to this. You can also give me any information you want, like your sun sign or whatever, so that I'm better able to depict those energies with the cards. It gives you a clearer reading. I will leave that up until the end of August, but I will go back to regular pricing then, which is quite different than what I have been offering. That reading is delivered to you through a private YouTube video, and it does take me a little while to upload those videos, so be patient. When you order, I may tell you I have about a 3-day turnaround. Sometimes it's further than that if I'm overwhelmed with a lot of orders at one time. Thank you so much for those of you who have ordered. Again, that special will be on through the end of August. So I wish you the best, Sagittarius. Take care.